wrestling team at Stuyvesant High School. All my friends were on the wrestling team, and I wanted to be tougher, and I wanted to date the girl that the captain of the wrestling team was dating. And out of the blue, this guy shows up to one of the practices, and his name was Coach Mike. And Coach Mike was this super fantastic wrestler from Western New York State, where all the really good wrestlers were from. And he was young, he was 26, and he was a banker at Swiss Bank Corporation. And he smelled good. He wore good cologne. And one day after practice, he took us all out, all of us 16-year-olds, and bought us all our first girl. That's right. He bought us all St. Pauli girl beers when we were 16. He said, "You'll never forget your first girl." And Mike transformed us into the New York City Wrestling Champions team. Stuyvesant High School. Just a bunch of skinny white kids and Chinese kids. We beat up every high school in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. We were the champions of New York City because of Mike. And Mike really inspired a lot of my life. Mike worked right here, #1 World Trade Center. The original #1 World Trade Center. And when I went to the Wharton Business School, in the back of my mind, I was gonna work at the Trade Center. And when I was a junior in college, I got an internship at Swiss Bank Corporation. And I worked here on the 4th floor. I used to take the subway down. I was the first person every morning in the office and one of the last ones to leave every night because I wanted it. I was going to be a banker. I was going to be an investment banker. And as I progressed through, Swiss Bank Corporation had a subsidiary called SBCI, the investment bank, and one of the vice presidents moved over to SBCI, and I had my offer to go work at the investment bank in #1 World Trade Center on the 87th floor. And when I graduated from college, I went home to get the attaboys, and my parents get in a huge argument. My dad storms out of the house. I turn to my mom, I say, "The way he resents you all these years, have you been cheating on Dad? He's not your real father. Your real father was a doctor at the fertility clinic and you look just like him." And what do? I call up the investment banker on the 87th floor of #1 World Trade Center. I say, "You know what? I've decided I don't want to be an investment banker anymore." And what do? I move out to Hollywood. And because of that, I'm here today. Because if I hadn't done that, if my world hadn't been rocked by finding out I didn't know who I was anymore, let alone what I wanted to be when I grew up anymore, you know I would have been in a corner office on the 87th fucking floor, watching the plane come right at me. Who else has a story they would like to share? I'm Minder Shack.